Hello, cruisers. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rita Perez, and I am a travel advisor and retreat planner here at Rita Ventures. I am coming to you aboard the beautiful new Carnival Mardi Gras. And holy cannoli, not only is she gorgeous, she is ginormous. And it has been such a treat to be sailing with her this past almost week. And I wanted to give you some of my first impressions right off the bat sailing on her. Now, immediately when I got on board, the check-in process was a little bit kooky for me because there are, I think right now the capacity that I've been told is about 70%. So there's a lot more people that are here as compared to my MSC Divina cruise, which was just a week prior. There were less than 20% capacity on that ship. So I was like, whoa, a little overwhelmed in that sense. But then you get onto the ship, the place that you embark is the Grand Central Station area, or Grand Central, which is like the main atrium, but there is this enormous center stage, lots of shops all around, and you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I quickly went up to Lido like I normally do, grabbed something to eat, and kind of like decompress and chilled out a little bit before coming to the stateroom. It took me a couple of days to go ahead and like explore around the ship and be able to see all the parts of the ship. I think there may be like one or two places that I haven't been to, but for the most part, I have seen most of the ship, and it is just beautiful. I mean, being on a brand new ship is a whole new luxury in and of itself. And I mean, I'm loving this color scheme, the very earth tone colors, earth, ocean, beachy colors, the stone, the sand, the teals, the sea colors. I very clean and comfortable to me. And there are tons of venues. So if I'm gonna do a comparison, which I might do a different video for this, but whereas the MSC Divina is just a little bit smaller, I feel like this Carnival Mardi Gras has so much more stuff on here. And I say stuff because that's bars, so many different bar venues. I think, and I'm not going to remember this name, but there's one bar that is very vintage feel, and that is my favorite. The whole atmosphere around there is my favorite. There's also one called the Fortune Teller, and that's very purple and gold, which of course is like some of my favorite color schemes. And there's the Alchemy Bar, which is a staple amongst many of the Carnival ships. There is the Grand Central or Center Stage Bar, which is a very tall bar overlooking the center stage area. So many bars. I don't even think that's half of the bars that there are here on the ship. And then so many eating venues, and they're all freaking delicious. I have been having so much fun. So the main dining room, great as the main dining room options go. Sea Day brunch is another Carnival staple. Highly recommend going to Sea Day brunch. I didn't go this morning because I was a little bit of a late riser, and I decided to wait to go to Cucina del Capitano for lunch, which was well worth it. So delicious. If you did not know, I have special dietary needs, so I am primarily gluten-free amongst a couple other things, and Carnival Mardi Gras has been able to accommodate so many options for me, and I am super grateful. So thank you, Carnival Mardi Gras crew, for that. And it's not just plain bland boring food. So many nutritious, healthy foods, gluten-free things that they're able to go ahead and accommodate for that taste divine. And Cucina del Capitano was no exception. I have also tried Guy's Pig and Anchor, which was delicious. It was like the barbecue I didn't know that I needed. So I did that for dinner one night. And then for dessert, I headed over to Emerald's Bistro, and I had the Bananas Foster, and that caramel cream, divine. I think everybody needs to try it. The smoothness of the caramel with the different spices that are in it, real perfection. I have not tried chibang yet, so that is still on my list. I haven't tried big chicken because I don't think there's really many gluten-free options of anything on there, so I was kind of a little hesitant on that. I haven't tried Guy's Burger because I tried Guy's Burger joint on the other previous cruises, so I'm trying to do things I haven't done before here. What else can I say? I did not try Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse because when I was sailing on the Divina, I tried their steakhouse, so I wanted to do something different. So last night actually was a big occasion for me. I celebrated my 11th year, my 11th birthday in this travel business with a dinner at Rudy's Sea Grill. Now, I'm a solo traveler, so it was nice, you know, going as a solo, but I also there were like two couples next to me that were very engaging, and so that made the night even more special to have like really great conversation with big cruise aficionados and people who are very good of heart, because I was kind of missing that on the Divina. There were people that I wasn't getting that vibe from. My table mates were amazing though, so if you're watching, I really loved meeting you and having conversation with you every night. But yeah, Rudy's Sea Grill, again, so accommodating with special dietary needs. Delicious. I originally wanted to get something. The server recommended something else, and it was no regret. Like, I have not regretted any choice that I've made on the menus, whether it's something that I wanted to have or that was recommended to me. What else on here? Oh my gosh, the spa, their thermal spa, the thermal suite, that looked like heaven. You know, they always have like the warm up chairs, and then they had a salt room here. And even when I was doing some filming and taking some shots, opening up like the saunas, I felt like I was being sauna-sized or whatever. It was so warm and steamy in there. The gym, I think, is a little bit smaller than I've seen on other cruises, but I also didn't fully walk around. I kind of just walked in on the tour, took a couple pictures and videos, and then walked right out. Entertainment. Entertainment has been phenomenal on here. There has been one miss. I wasn't very impressed with the show M Theory. So, and that is supposed to be a magician, illusionist, however you want to call it. And I normally love those types of shows, but I was very put off where, like, the one bit that he did was they were scrolling through pictures of famous people, and they did it twice, and I'm like, the only famous person that's in here is Albert Einstein. So if your question is eventually going to get to like figuring out like some big, oh my gosh, it was Albert Einstein, I'm not going to be impressed because the only famous person in those pictures, now I thought I may have seen like Angelina Jolie or Christina Aguilera, but I think that was the other part of the gig too, is that they spent extra time, maybe a couple extra seconds or an extra second on Albert Einstein. So whatever. So when it came to it, like for the mystery to be solved, Albert Einstein was solved, and I don't think I was the only one kind of feeling how I was feeling. I think a lot of people were very unimpressed with that show, and very let down, because I usually love those types of shows, and I was like, oh my gosh, how did they do it? And not that I know how he did it and like did all the things, because there were some things that I couldn't explain, but I guess they were overshadowed by the Albert Einstein incident. But that, I would say, was the worst show that I have seen, because I would say Broadway style performances have been so good. The first two nights we had Rock Revolution, which was a lot of like 60s and 70s type music, choreographed, sung, and danced by the amazing performers here. And then last night there were only two performances, and I was live at both of them because the first one was so good. A Night of Enchantment. It started off by the trio of violinists playing Vivaldi's Four Seasons. So if you're unfamiliar, you can go ahead and YouTube Vivaldi's Four Seasons, and that got me excited because that's a tune that I always play like when I'm really stressed out or need to focus on a project. And then the performers came out, and it was just my jam. If you're a big fan of all different types of music, types of genres, big into theatrics, you're going to love this show. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but it was amazing, and it was pretty lengthy, and the performers, everybody was phenomenal. Highly recommend it. A Night of Enchantment. Tonight we're gonna do Broadway Beat, so I'm interested to see how that's gonna go. But I think those are the main things. Now, the Mardi Gras is known because it is the first ship that has a roller coaster at sea. And I have seen it and I hear it. I don't know if you can hear it here on video, but I'm able to hear, like, when it goes around. Bolt is what the name is. I've seen it. I don't know if I have the guts to do it myself, brave it myself, but yeah, that is pretty neat that we have that available on board, as well as like the typical water slides, mini golf. There's also a ropes course on board, which I have done on the Carnival ships before, and that has been a lot of fun. I have not ventured to a lot of the different, how could I forget, Red Frog Rum Bar and then Blue Iguana Cantina. So many staples up on Lido Deck, but I have not ventured out there also because it's very humid right now, but I know lots of people are having fun up there. So I would say those are my very first impressions of this ship. I don't want to do too many comparisons with the Divina. I'll go ahead and save that for a different video, but let me know, what questions do you have about this gorgeous new ship, the Carnival Mardi Gras? Make sure that you go ahead and comment below and hit subscribe and like this video if you have enjoyed and want to see more content from me. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.